Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I was not ready for that to be starting recording. You say, why do you hit the recording button then? Well, usually the hard drive has to spin up. It takes a few seconds to initialize here, I guess, because I'm uploading to YouTube at the same time. It was just already good to go. Alright, we're at 5 wins in a row as Eden. It's a start. Let's not make it any more serious than it is. We got Guppy's Head, Robobaby 2.0, 4CDS T80F. The theme, I hate Eden Curse of the Unknown, man. It's such just a crapshoot for that first floor. It's a white knuckle fucking thrill ride until you figure out if you're gonna die or survive. But Stompy on the first floor is actually really good. We have no bombs, so we couldn't access Tinted Rocks. But this will allow us to access said Tinted Rocks. It also allows us to get some extra consumables right here. Might be able to find a crawl space, which might be preferable to a black market at this point because of the fact that, you know, we don't know how much HP we have, and taking one deal could result in our death. I will say, though, this run is really, really nice from the perspective of having damage that is not entirely dependent. Oh my lord, that was a fantastic pickup there. Oh, we also have store credit as our trinket, which is I would say effectively like a 15-cent starting item, basically. It's like we started with something slightly worse than the quarter, but that's pretty good. All we need now is a key to actually make it worthwhile, and we will absolutely do that right now. Yeah, the theme of this run so far seems to be, hey, even if your tiers suck, don't sweat it too much. You'll still be able to make it happen here. So what do you think? Do you buy Pandora's box and get the extra consumables, or do you buy the battery, considering it's free? We'll probably get both, I think. So we'll buy the battery, and then we'll get Pandora's box, and we'll immediately use it because we want to stick with Guppy's Head. Oh, it actually gives us 2 spirit hearts. I thought that it gave us 2 keys, 2 bombs, but I guess that's on the basement too. And I will also get this key here, and I'm going to use it to open up our golden chest. So far, so good on this run, though. I'm pretty pleased with what we've got going on. Not super stoked about the fact that we just spent a bomb to get enough money to buy it. That might not have even found the secret room, honestly, but I'm not going to double down on it. We spent a bomb and all of our money, basically, to get a key, which we then used to get 2 bombs. And then one of those bombs failed to find the secret room, which is, you know, inarguably my own fault, I suppose, unless that wasn't where it was to begin with. Apparently that's not the secret room either. Despite the fact that we all know it is. It's just hiding from us. We got the pact from our curse room, so definitely made sense to come back here and check that out. Ooh, we also picked up Dry Baby, so I will actually take some time to fight these guys, just to ensure that we can actually get Dry Baby and get the heck out of here. Pact is a big improvement, though. And actually, our HP is... I really thought we'd get, like, a card or something there. Let's try here for a second secret room. Nope. That's alright. No bombs necessary. That's always been my motto. No bombs necessary. Yeah. I mean, so far so good, right? We got the battery, the Pact, a few extra spirit hearts, and also Dry Baby on the first floor, and we haven't even fought the boss yet. That's a really, really good position to be in. And Stompy. Let's not forget about Stompy. All we need to do is not totally fuck it up. And let's remember, there is also the chance that everything's coming up Millhouse. We might have started this run with 3 red hearts, you know? So, well, whatever we had before, now we have 1 extra and a luck upgrade thanks to Magic Scab as well. So let's see what we've got. As we go down to the burning basement, whoa, we were exclusively on spirit hearts. So that actually was a pretty scary first floor. We just didn't know it, and, you know, maybe we were better off to not know it. We got I Found Pills and Relax. I don't know why... Ooh, what a strange layout. We're already at the boss fight. Maybe we'll do it right away while we have a bunch of spirit hearts to spare, but, okay. I don't know why Relax is a negative pill. I would consider it pretty positive, honestly, especially if you have petrified poop, it could be good, but it could still pay out with a variety of consumables, but, you know, the pill power rankings in this game are unusual. I think they need, well, not need, but would benefit from a rebalancing. Maybe if Afterbirth Plus gives you that functionality, that's something I'll consider. Let's try a new experiment. We'll take 2 HP in instead of 1, and here it kind of backfired, so you know what? Let's try, let's roll the dice a little bit. Sure, it would have been nice to have a Satanic Bible for precedent. You know, you hear me, America? Satanic Bible for president! But, we're going to, I don't know what that voice was, by the way. Maybe get deals with the Angel. I want to stick with Guppy's head. And if they want to give me deals with the Angel as a result of my insolence, then that's fine. Eden's Blessing is the ultimate Eden run. Ultimate Eden run item, I should say. Now we are set up nicely for our next run. And we're already set up nicely for this run. Like, this run right here is pretty fantastic already. I'm not going to sweat taking a little bit of dumb damage. Pretty much all of the luck that you could imagine has come through for us already here. And we're already paying it forward towards our next run. That doesn't happen that often. At least not this early. Sometimes never. And sometimes not at all. No joke, I watched Austin Powers last night with no sound. I watched it just with the subtitles on. I went for a run in the gym really late. There were some dudes in there like cranking music. But it was good music, you know, it was stuff that I was into. So I was like, oh, I'm not gonna, like, crank up this gym TV to play Austin Powers. Plus, I've seen it 400 times, so I'll just, leave the subtitles on. And it was the best run I've ever had. I remember all the cadence in my head, you know? I've got you now, Dr. Evil. He'll never be the head of a major corporation. Even when they played, you know, I don't know anybody else. Oh, when I think about you, I touch myself, I don't know anybody else. You know, I can't sing, but I can remember the tune at least. I'd recommend it, man. Turns out, you know, silent movies, they were onto something. That's what, 2017, I'm going to invent a new dimension of hipsterism. I'm gonna start bringing silent movies back. I don't think hipster's a bad word. Wait, are you eating? No, you're eating your paw. Okay, that's fine. You can eat your own flesh as long as you're not eating my headphone cord. I don't think hipster's necessarily a bad word. I think most of the time it ends up being a catch-all for things that are, you know, I guess pretentious relative to the way that you live your life. Like, I'm sure everyone can relate to this. You get called a hipster for like the dumbest shit. Like, I've been called a hipster for, like, wearing glasses. And you're like, yo, dog, what if, like, crutches became hip and I broke my ankle? It's a physical deformation. People be like, yeah, but you don't have to wear thick glasses. Yo, fuck you, dude, my eyes are bad. I'll wear whatever kind of corrective lenses I fucking please, okay? I've been wearing these Buddy Holly glasses since, like, 1999. I was, like, 10 years old. They weren't cool back then. It frames my face, especially now. Ooh, yeah, let's do both, and that'll pretty much damn us to not do Hush Fight, which maybe will please people anyway. Especially with baldness, I'm like the baldest, palest dude next to like Matt Lucas from Little Britain. There's a little reference from my my fans over the pond. To be fair, he does have alopecia, so he's got me beat, but I need some thick frames to break up the, just the translucentness of my face, you know? And I think they do a good job, but then, you know, all of a sudden they started getting adopted by people, and now I'm a hipster because my eyes are bad. It's like, hey, not only did you lose the genetic lottery a couple of times there, not that, you know, I mean, let's be honest, I am still, you know, like I was raised in a nice family in, you know, a country with freedom and, you know, never really discriminated against, etc., etc. But anyway, I lost the genetic lottery, damn it. I have to wear glasses. Life's tough. Anyway, you get called a hipster for a lot of things. You prefer to watch movies with subtitles instead of being dubbed? You fucking hipster. You willing to pay, like, an extra 50 cents per... Ooh, Keybagger actually paid out with something. Extra 50 cents per pint to drink something that's not, you know, coke-y. And to Americanize that, to drink something that's not Natty Light. You fucking hipster. Anyway. So I think that the word hipster has lost a lot of meaning, or a lot of meaning. It's basically just an insult they use. It's like asshole now, right? Like if somebody cuts you off in traffic, you go, hey, asshole. It doesn't literally mean that they're, you know, the anus that pushes shit out of it. It just means you don't like what they did and you're going to try to lump them into a category that you don't consider yourself to be a part of. That's kind of died down, right? Like calling people a hipster is like that's like a 2011, 2012 thing. Maybe we've moved past that as a society. That's good. But there'll be something else. I guarantee it. And I'll be there to call it out 6 years after it was culturally relevant. I can promise you that. So, we're one item away from becoming Guppy. We're making good time. May teleport here. Holy shit, somehow. Did Dry Baby block that? It seemed like the shot hit me but did no damage. So, I'll just consider that a positive thing, I suppose. Did get Champion Belt. I was in the middle of my hipster diatribe there. Help. Help. There we go. Alright. Champion Belt, nice damage upgrade. I could use more damage, which is why, well, one of the reasons I'm excited about Guppy. Magic Mush totally helps. Now, well, the Tears Down kind of sucks, but I feel like I'm kind of insulated from the effect of it being Tears Down because of the fact that I have Magic Mush. So, or sorry, because of the fact that I have Cursed Eye, but also because of the fact that I have Magic Mush. But with Cursed Eye, might as well. With Cursed Eye, I mean, it's just going to make our charge time slightly longer than it may have been if we had gotten Magic Mush but no Tears Downgrade, so it's not really that big of a piss-off, I guess. I won't really notice it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. There we go, there's our Guppy item. I think we'll use Guppy's Paw once. Not for any particular reason, except that, you know, we can still get deals with the devil that cost 2 red hearts if a deal with the devil like that would show up, but now we've got some extra spirit hearts to back us up. We could have gone, like, full spirit hearts, but then the deals with the devil become more expensive. And certainly we don't want to avoid rolling with Guppy's head right now, because it is a nice damage upgrade. So this is, as of right now, like a pretty much 100% sorted run. You know, we're Guppy, Magic Mush, Champion Belt, Eden's Blessing, the Pact, lots of amazing stuff going on there. Let's just see what we get from another deal with the devil here against the Fallen, and then maybe a deal with the Angel or Devil after that. If we can finagle Mega Satan on this, I'd love to. Instead, we get a deal with the devil, but we do have Incubus. I found pills. Incubus is obviously an amazing pickup. And we'll take Maw of the Void, and you might be saying, well, you use that HP so you can't take a Thame easily, but honestly, Maw of the Void is just like a better version of that to begin with, so I'm completely okay leaving that one behind. Also, the Incubus pickup is, like, disgustingly good. Pretty much inarguably one of the best familiars in the game, and, I like how you can't say in the game anymore without it, like, in my brain, I'm like, is it about the hip-hop industry? Yo, Incubus, one of the realest rappers in the game right now. Doesn't, you know, I'm not as into the scene as maybe I'd like to think that I am. It's not an exaggeration. And, you know, I've been called a hipster for this, too, when I'm like, you know, the only song I've listened to in the past 2 years is Nothing But a G Thing by Snoop Dogg. And, well, it's Dr. Dre, and it was featuring Snoop Dogg, but anyway. That's obviously an exaggeration, but it's fairly true to real life. I don't listen to a lot of music. It's not because, ooh, Stigmata's okay. It's not because I don't like music. It's just because, you know, when I was younger, I was, like, really into finding new music and, like, making sure this is the highest quality. I considered it the paragon, basically, of my personality, that I was into music that was, you know, genuine and authentic and etc., etc. And then I got older and I was like, that shit took a lot of time. I got, like, you know, I got, like, a wife and kind of a business, if that's what you want to call this. Like, I got shit to do, man. I can't be, you know, wasting, well, not wasting, but I can't be spending my time being like, you know, where does this Islands album rank in the pantheon of Nick Diamond's career, you know? So I just listen to stuff that I know I already like. And I tell people that sometimes they go, that's sad. Dog, have you heard Nothing But a G Thing? It's transcendent. It blossoms further upon repeated listening. A little slice of life for a society I've never been a part of. It's expanded my horizons. It's made me a more compassionate individual. It's broadened my experience. I don't want a Thame. I'll keep Joker and use it later. Okay. You know, I'm becoming one of those people, maybe your parents were like this. My parents were sort of like this, where basically, you know, after they got married, they had like 2 albums. And that was it, dog. They're like, we're set. Absolutely, we'll take Tiny Planet here. They're like, we're set. We got 2 albums. I'm not really concerned about that heart back there because we're so set anyway. Why would we need more than 2 albums? We got this album when we want to set the ambiance for a dinner party. And then we got this album that, you know, we can play at Christmas time and everybody can enjoy. Aaron Neville sings the classics. Again, that's an exaggeration. My parents obviously have more than 2 albums, but if you want me to speak entirely in, like, you know, string literals, this is going to be you're going to lose a lot of the zaniness, I feel. There will be some exaggerations here for the purposes of comedy, I'd say. Infested. I'm becoming like that, except it's going to be, hey kids, I've got To Pimp a Butterfly, Doggy Style from Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound, and then the self-titled debut from Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah. So what do you want to listen to today? Oh, Dan. Isaac Brock from Modest Mouse just put out a new self-titled solo album that makes his earlier work look so blasé. No, kids, we're not expanding our horizons here, okay? We're just trying to set a pleasant ambiance for the drive to school. I don't care if Isaac Brock post Johnny Marr era of Modest Mouse has come back with an album that is blowing your socks off. You hide that at vinyl under your bed and listen to it when your mom and I aren't home, okay? We only listen to Phil Collins, no jacket required here. Someone quickly give me the name of a pasta that ends in O, not in 0. That would be ridiculous. What is this? The future? Is this Blade Runner? All of some Spaghetti Zero, please. I guess Coke Zero is like a real product. There's a soda that's been on my mind all the time. Coke Zero. It doesn't really work. You know what? Hook me up with some Sin Robes. I'm ready. Now, Coke don't even know my name, but the soda's rife with aspartame. Coke Zero. That's, you know, that's a deep cut there. Well, it's not really. Sussudio probably went to #1 in, like, every country on Earth, but still. I think, no joke and no jacket required. I think Sussudio is a pretty dope song. Came on when I was driving the other day, and I may or may not have extended my drive to take advantage of that. You know, I take the long way around. I'm like, I don't need the protected left, you know. I'll wait for the green. Excuse me, please. Oh, well, we got 2 beggars. Maybe we could actually get, like, Super Bum here. I will give you, like, all of my HP to make this happen. I don't care. This run is so won already. Of course, you're going to say famous last words, but the number of times I say that a run is so won, and then it ends up being won is pretty high. Was this worth it? I would say you could probably safely argue no. I guess we'll take Demon Baby, predominantly because, whoa! That makes Maw of the Void look pretty interesting. We'll take Demon Baby predominantly because if we die, we're going to respawn with, like, roughly the same amount of HP anyway. We might as well have a Demon Baby to go along with us. Yo, that is pretty freaking cool. Are we going to do Boss Rush? Well, like, I wouldn't mind it. But with Cursed Eye, Boss Rush tends to be not plausible to finish, at least. But I guess we're not doing a daily here, so as long as we got into Boss Rush, the teleporting out could be conceived as an asset, I suppose. We might get a teleport card as well. Hierophant's pretty dope. Oh, sorry, the Hierophant. I got got my own names to pronounce these with, and then all of a sudden they come in with the canonical real name, the actual pronunciation. I feel like an idiot. Dude, pronunciation is just a social construct designed to discriminate against those of us who didn't formally learn Latin. Do you know, many people probably knew this, by the way, but it's still kind of interesting. Did you know that, like, way back in the day, I'm talking, like, the founding of, like, Harvard and Yale and Oxford, you know, so we're talking, like, 300 years ago, basically. Roughly, okay? If you go to Oxford and you're like, well, actually, it was founded in 1371 by, blah, blah, you know, good for you. You're a goddamn genius. You really need to make yourself feel smarter by making people on the internet feel dumber? You're already, like, 3 statistical, deviations above the mean, Okay? You got it. You just work on your self-confidence and you're set. You got the whole world in your hands. One of the only qualifications for getting into those schools was a knowledge of Latin. Like fluency in Latin. Because it was basically a given that if you were fluent in Latin, that you were a learned individual because you could afford like a private tutor who could teach you Latin. And I guess it was only like in the past 6 months or so that stopped being. Okay, I'm joking. That's been long since an antiquated criteria for admission. But still, it's kind of it's interesting how things change. Now instead of learning Latin, you merely have to never get below 98% on any test, assignment, or exam in your entire high school career, and volunteer all of your free time to helping those in need, which is an admirable thing to aspire to, don't get me wrong. Okay. We will take the Polaroid. We'll check the deal with the devil. It's pretty bad. My shadow, it's lost a lot of favor from me recently. You know what? We will take the D6. And even if we teleport here, we may be able to get some decent value out of using the D6 to reroll what used to be Guppy's head. We got a pin coming up here. Probably. Could be the frail. Give it a sec. I just don't want to... I mean, I do want to teleport, but I don't want to teleport right away. Firemind with our present setup is a disaster waiting to happen. As much as I aspire to love the zaniness, sometimes the zaniness don't love me back, you know? I think Firemind, especially considering we have like an Incubus here, you know, we're just gonna get ourselves killed, well, get ourselves hurt over and over. So, you know, if they give me Ipecac, I might consider it. Ooh, Tech Point 5 is not zany, but is like really, really good and kind of mitigates the absurdity of Tiny Planet here. So I'm relatively pro Tech Point 5 in this situation. Our damage is like really good as well. I'm not sure if you've noticed that. You probably have. And we're gonna have at least 2 battery charges left. Well, and by at least, I mean, like, also that's, like, literally at most. But we're gonna have 2 battery charges left for when the actual item spawns here. Let's just not unleash our charge until we knew that we were safe there. Because, again, if we get hit, we'll teleport. And at this point, we're probably close to, you know, 3/4 of the way through the boss rush. We might as well just, you know, sit on it and roll with it. We're killing the gate in 1 charge. That's a very positive thing for us right now. Okay, 2 of these jokers pretty much stand no chance. This is like one of the strongest runs I've had on this streak. Okay, I didn't have to pick that up because I had another charge, but Tinted Rock and sure. Should have taken Little Haunt because Blue Baby's only friend we're not going to get like any value out of, but it's all good. I mean, we're still killing it. Yeah, look for a Cricket's head, I suppose. Don't hit the bomb too far, please. Thank you. Hermit card. Honestly, maybe we just teleport out of here then? Didn't seem like there was too much holding us in there. And we actually got to kind of fail faster by hitting a dead end there as well. Hey, thank you, Dry Baby. Man, I found pills speed down. What did I do to deserve this? Petrified poop is basically meaningless. Hey, here's another, like, little design space that I didn't consider for the game. We already have items that make it more prominent for golden chests to show up. We got items that make it more prominent for red chests to show up, or trinkets at least. Why not an item that makes it a little bit more likely? Now, admittedly, stone chests are so good that it'd have to be, like, a pretty low percentage, but it makes it a little bit more likely that stone chests show up. That could be like a functional and yet not overpowered trinket. Or passive item for that matter. You could call it like Medusa's Gaze. There you go. There's the first mod I'm going to make in Afterbirth Plus. I'm going to introduce to the game Medusa's Gaze. So we should probably take Rainbow Worm just to get freaky with it here. And I think we're not going to fight Hush, because I've been doing a lot of dailies, and Hush makes me want to fall asleep forever. Get a little bit of our, you know, Hush fervor back, our Hush enthusiasm. We have a card. Could have used that to teleport, maybe? Yeah, okay, we could have. I guess we'll just hold off then. Maybe we can use the stars card on the next floor to accomplish something of actual value? I don't know. Implying that anything in these videos could be of actual value to society. No. Ooh, that is not there. Not a good idea, I should say. These guys are completely screwed. I mean, it's a foregone conclusion. I know I use this line of reasoning a lot, but this run will be a win. There is effectively nothing that can stop me at this point. We have 9 lives, a lot of HP, a lot of damage, the means to generate a lot of HP in the future, and a good spacebar item, even though it may never be used again. I guess if it's never used again, that's kind of a positive for me, because it implies that we're exclusively getting good items, so I'm pretty happy with the way this one... Hey! That's my money. Say it with me one more time. It's my money. But for real, I probably should have let him take it. I mean, we're not gaining anything out of it. It's more the principle of the situation. How many times did we get teleported there? That was Curse of the Maze at its worst. Okay, deal with the devil. Yeah? Yeah, I mean, Tiny Planet Brimstone passes the absurdity test. We might as well take Succubus as well. It's kind of a fun one. Yeah, okay, this is cool. Possibly could fight Hush, but again, with Cursed Eye, it's pretty much the only thing that could screw us, is having to fight Hush over and over, because I keep teleporting with, Cursed Eye. Probably ill-advised. I think our teleport must have put us fairly close. Or at the very least, put us fairly close to a dead end. Yeah, no, it put us real close. That is awesome! I gotta stop canceling my shots halfway through, but even with the cancel, the damage is out of control. Oh man, this is a good one. I'm glad I decided to start with an Eden run today. It's worked out very positively. Little overpowered, it's fair to say. We need none of this, so we'll reroll. I'm not taking Isaac's Heart. Isaac's Heart is on the do not take list. I will take Midas Touch. I will take the Virus. I will take SMB Superfan. Mostly because I'm out of rerolls and don't necessarily want to backtrack much. But also because we are, you know, not incredibly far away from Spun. One of the easiest ways to pick up a pretty huge damage upgrade quickly, if you've already gotten like half of the requirements taken care of. And this will be over probably before 26 minutes. You know, we have no idea where the boss is, but we're going to be able to get to these dead ends super fast. That may be an Emperor card. I relatively don't care. Thanks for finding the secret room for me. Again, not that interested. Okay. And then we have another dead end. Not really that big of a piss off. Our flies are disgustingly strong right now. Do I really just have, like, no luck? Is that why we're not getting any chest drops? Well, the 7 is fairly meaningless. The D7, I should say, is fairly meaningless. Oh, there's a chest. Monster Man well, it's a reroll target. This looks like it probably will result in a dead end as well, but we'll see. Alright, I don't know why I'm thinking we get 2 charges per room on the D6. I'm like back in Vanilla Isaac territory there. Then old habits die hard, I suppose. Yeah, remember when the D6 used to get charged in 3 rooms? That's the first mod I'm going to make for Afterbirth Plus. Right after I put in Medusa's Gaze. Not a dead end. Right after I put in Medusa's Gaze, the D6 is going to be, it's going to be like Guppy's head. Use once per room. But if you don't use it once per room, you take damage. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.